takes to actually build a business. Have you ever wondered why some people make it in business and some people don't? I'm really excited to bring this topic to you today because it's something that myself and many of my clients have thought over the years. So I remember when I first got into business, and I started in the network marketing industry. So when I entered that industry and I was looking at the levels of people's success and how some people were really high up, some people were medium, and some people were just couldn't seem to make it work. And you have all of these mixed emotions and all of these mixed opinions of what it takes to build a business and what it takes to build your network marketing business, obviously for me at the time. And I couldn't understand why some people made it and some people didn't, when it come to everybody had the same access to the same trainings, the same access to the same products, the same brand, the same everything, the same tools. Basically they had the same toolkit as everybody else. So why did some people make it to the top and some people not? And I did a hell of a lot of research into this. So the difference I found was that some people have a fixed mindset and some people have a growth mindset. So lots of people would like to, have a successful business. Lots of people would like things to change. However, not everybody is willing to put in the work to make that happen, to do what it takes. So what I mean by that is learn the skills that are necessary, learn the mindset traits that are necessary, learn how to change your fixed mindset into a growth mindset. That's what I mean. So what does it actually take for you to build a business? So over the years, I've done my research, over the years I've developed and I've grown myself, and these are the things that I have found that are key. So there are 3 things I think are key for you to build a business. You need to have a will. So there's something that I say to my clients all the time, in fact, something I say in life all the time: where there's a will, there's a way. And one thing that I've always had is the drive, the will, the passion to find a way to do something. A little bit of a control freak maybe, you could probably put me in that box. However, I've always had a will. If I want something, if I want to get something, and I've got a will to get there, I will find a way. So a willingness to learn. I've always had a willingness to learn, and I think that's what it takes to build a business. You need a willingness to learn whatever it takes to build the business, right? So the rest of the things that we can learn, like where to find clients, how to set up, how, what our brand should be, who our ideal client should be, how to sell. We can learn all of that stuff, how to market our business. That stuff we can learn, but you've got to have the will to learn, right? The willingness to adapt, the willingness to grow. So number 1 is you've got to have a will. Where there's a will, there's a way. So a willingness. You've got to have that willingness inside of you. I'm down for that. I'm in for that. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to try. I'm willing to start. I'm willing to find a way. I'm willing to learn, basically. I'm willing to grow. I'm willing to open up. The second thing I think is really, really important and really, really key is an open mind. So you must have an open mind to build a business. You've got to have an open mind to see the opportunities for growth, to see the opportunities to learn, to see the opportunities to develop. So you've got to have an open mind for the lessons that you need to take on board within your business, within your personal growth as well. Because I think it's not just about, skills within business or practical skills to build a business. It's about the inner work, the mental work. In fact, it is what it is about. It's everything that it's about. It's about the willingness, the open-mindedness to learn those lessons that are necessary for you to grow and develop within the business world and the entrepreneurial world. And also an open-mindedness for guidance. So we've got to be guided. We've got to be directed. We've got to be put on the right path. And there's lots of different right paths that you will take over your time as an entrepreneur. But you've got to be open-minded enough to see those mentors, those coaches, those leaders that are out there waiting and willing to guide you down the right path. So you've just got to be open-minded enough to be able to see that and see the opportunities that are in front of you when it comes to learning the next step or developing enough to go on to the next step. And then the last thing that I think is super, super key, I mean, there's many more little things, but it all kind of comes under these three. And then the last thing is the acceptance. You've got to accept, you've got to be willing to accept that things aren't always going to go your way, that things aren't always going to go according to plan. I believe that every one of those moments is a nudge from the universe, is a nudge in the right direction from the universe to tell you that something bigger or better is coming, that wasn't the right time for you, that you wasn't quite ready for that thing to happen, or something bigger or better is about to happen. So all the times that I've experienced hardships within business, hardships and hurdles and things that I, at the time, my immediate initial reaction is to worry and to panic and to be scared and fearful, I've always turned out for the best. They've always turned out in my favour. Something bigger and better has always happened after that, pretty much straight after that. And then it's in hindsight that you then go, oh my God, that needed to happen for me to be here right now. That needed to happen so this could happen. So I'm also saying that acceptance of you won't always do the things, experience the things that you think you will, but I guarantee you that by accepting and by being open and being willing to accept, that it will all be for the greater good, if that makes sense. So the rest of it you can learn. So as long as you've got a will, an open mind and acceptance, and basically it's a willingness to have all of those, the rest of it we can learn or get help with. Building a business is easy. The practical steps, the tools, the skills that are needed to build a business are easy, in my opinion, because you can learn all of that. There are enough amazing coaches, mentors, leaders, courses, programs out there for you to learn all of that, all of the practical steps that you need to build a business. It's the inner work. It's the work on us. It's the work on our mindsets that give us that growth mindset opposed to the fixed mindset that will help us and give us that leg up when it comes to, those that are successful in business and those that aren't successful in business. So as long as you have the will, the open mind and the acceptance to work on that, to develop your mindset, then you've got it. So we touch upon this quite a lot, and I do a lot of mindset work because my biggest thing, like I said, from doing the work in the beginning, from doing the research in the beginning, the biggest thing that I found was, the biggest difference was between those that are successful and those that aren't, is the mindset. So it's okay saying, right, I can teach you how to build a business, I can give you the steps and the ways in which you can find your ideal client, the branding help, the sales help, the marketing help, the social media help. Of course, I can help you with all of those. However, if you have got a fixed mindset, if you're not willing to learn, if you're not open-minded and willing to put in the work on you and do the inner work to rid yourself of limiting beliefs, maybe the blocks that are holding you back, then none of that matters, because you won't do the work, because you'll feel fearful, because you'll feel scared, because you'll feel like you can't do it, because you'll have an opinion and a judgment on yourself based on your self-limiting beliefs and your fixed mindset. So if you haven't got the will, the open mind, and the acceptance, and all the things that we've talked about today, then it's going to be pretty hard for you. So I like to help my clients and my community to see past that, to see past the fixed mindset, and to develop that will, and to develop that open mind, to develop that acceptance, because it's what gives you the edge. It's what helps you build a successful business, because you are willing to do whatever it takes, because you are willing to learn what you need to learn, because you are willing to be open-minded, to try new things, to jump outside your comfort zone, to listen to guidance, to watch out for guidance, to identify that help and those opportunities that are coming your way, that are present themselves to you from these amazing coaches, leaders, mentors, the universe, all of the different places in which you can grow and develop. So take this as a sign, if you're watching this video, if you're feeling, or can relate to anything that I've said. I would absolutely love you, obviously, 1, to subscribe so you can see some more of my videos, but 2, come on over to my community over on Facebook. It's a free group that I run trainings in there. We do a daily inspiration. It's a community built of amazing women that are willing to evolve and grow and adapt and do the inner work. So like I said, we talk about mindset quite a lot over in there, because I think it is absolutely key. It's absolutely key. You can have all of the skills of business in the world. If you haven't got the right mindset to put those things into action, then it's not going to work. So the link will be below. Come on over into the group, and I will see you all soon.